Ladies and gentlemen, Clay Immunity, welcome. Tap in.
Who would Shaq be if he had your work ethic?
He'd be the greatest of all time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to be able to launch off our first ever career simulation. And today we are featuring none other than Shaquille O'Neal himself, Shaq Diesel.
I mean, this guy was a force like I have never seen.
I'm about to put my boy Shaquille O'Neal on some stuff today, dog. That secret stuff from the Looney Tunes.
Man, this dude he did not care. He was mean. He was nasty. He was competitive. He was vindictive.
In today's career simulation, here's what we're going to do. The question is simple. In one of Kobe Bryant's interviews that he had, the question was asked to Kobe, how many rings would you had if Shaquille O'Neal had your work ethic? And Kobe said, easy, I'd have 7, 8, 9 rings. Shaq would be the greatest player of all time, and it wouldn't even be a question. So I want to put it to the test. What would happen if we took Shaquille O'Neal, one of my favorite big men to ever play the game of basketball on the hardwood floor, and gave him Kobe Bryant's work ethic? This is the Shaquille O'Neal Career Simulation Challenge. All right, so just so you guys can get a chance to take a look and see what we got, we picked up Shaquille O'Neal. This is rookie Shaq. Oh my gosh, he still got baby fat on him. So he's 19 years old. He's 300 pounds at 7'1". He got a normal rookie contract if he's drafted top 5. So he's going to be on a 2-2-year contract. So it's going to be 2 years on and then for 2 years for the team. He'll start off at an 83 overall, but this is what I need y'all to see. So when you take normal Shaquille O'Neal, the thing that we're looking for is specifically his personality. And whereas it was on none, we put his work ethic to Hall of Fame. And we're just going to watch and see how good Shaq does. I'm curious, does he develop a jump shot? Does he develop a free throw shot? Oh my goodness, the possibilities are limitless. But let's not waste any time. Let's jump right on into it. All right, we're going to go ahead and move forward. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh, they're getting absolutely smacked. Dear God, bro, we're literally in last place. Y'all, they're about to end up with the #1 overall draft pick. And lo and behold, he didn't even make an all-star team. How bad is it right now? I need to know. Shaq has 17 points and 8 rebounds. That's not bad for a rookie. This season's pretty much a wash. Yeah, and he's nowhere to be found. Did he at least make a rookie team? He ain't make no all-NBA team. He ain't make no defensive team. He didn't even make first rookie. He didn't even make the first rookie team, the all-NBA rookie team. Wow, he ain't make first team. He ain't make second team. He literally made none of them. Wow, it's only uphill from here, I guess. Wow, so we're pretty much out of it. So let's go ahead and just simulate the playoffs because we're not even in it. And because we did so bad with the #1 odds, tied with 2 other teams to get the #1 overall draft pick. And we fall to the 5th pick. Oh man, who do we pick up? Who is Benedict Mathurin? Who the heck is this guy? All right, so check out this player progression real quick. So Shaquille O'Neal goes from what was previously last season an 83 overall to an 89 overall. He goes up 6 points. Yo, he went from 12 badges to 33 in one season. Shaq said, I'm coming. I'm about to be a dog this season, bro. Hey, peep this real quick. I'm not trying to say anything in particular, but his 3-point shot went from an F to a D-. Maybe Shaq develops a 3-point shot. Maybe. Yo, I have a feeling Shaq's about to have a monster year, bro. Like, Shaq's about to be an absolute terror. As long as we're not last, we improve from last season. So many L's. Hey, we might be fighting for a playoff spot this season. We're 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay, never mind. I lied. Never mind. I definitely lied. I'm sorry. I need Shaq to make 1 all-star game. Y'all, Shaq is still not an all-star? What is going on right now? 19 points per game, 10 boards. Like, he's improving. All right, bet. Still trying to compete for a playoff spot. Let's see if we can at least get in a playoff spot the second season. Wow. And after season #2, Ja Morant will win MVP on 32 points per game and 9 assists. Did Shaq make any all-NBA teams, bro? Second, third. He's not on any of them, man. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal wins his first all-NBA, all-defensive NBA award. So he's second team on the all-defense. Okay, so he's improving. Dog, we didn't even make the play-in. We're the 11th seed. We just missed out. Into the offseason we go. Back in the lottery again. Let's see what we got. We got 2 draft picks in this one. We got the number 11 and the number 12 draft pick in this upcoming class. We moved up to the number 3 pick. Oh my gosh. If Victor falls to number 3 and they don't pick him up, This game is rigged, and I'm tagging Ronnie in this video. Don't get Victor. Don't get Victor. Don't get Victor. No, the Pelicans. So that means you got Victor and you got Zion on the same team. That's going to be a demon squad, bro. They picked Dariq Whitehead. Okay, that's fine. We can go with that guy. That's fine. That's fine. 78 overall. All right, so Shaquille O'Neal moves up 4 points. So he's got A pluses on inside defense, perimeter. He's literally A+ on perimeter defense. At 300 pounds, he's an A+ at guarding you on the perimeter. Going into season number 3, Shaquille O'Neal. Let's see if we can at least be playoff contenders, man. All right, let's start it off. Season 3, man. Already starting off bad. Oh my gosh, we took 5 straight L's. 9th seed, 10th seed. Like, we're barely fighting for the play-in tournament. Let's see if Shaq even made. I don't even know if Shaq made an all-star game. Let's see if he even made one, bro. Cade Cunningham made one, and guess who also made it? Shaquille O'Neal made an all-star game. He's going to be playing on Team Giannis. Just like that, we're barely, we're the 11th seed for the 2nd straight season in the Eastern Conference, bro, and we can't even compete in the playoffs. Shaquille O'Neal with the Defensive Player of the Year award. For his 3rd season, 25 points per game, 14 boards, 2.5 blocks. All right, All-NBA first team. I'm looking for Shaq. I don't see him. He made the All-NBA 3rd team. He's coming for you, Joel Embiid. Shaquille O'Neal, All-Defensive first team, is also representing for the very first time in his 3rd season, might I add. Hoping to see him on that list a lot more. And unfortunately, we don't even make the playoffs again. If I'm Shaq, I'm thinking about leaving in the offseason. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. Player progression, and Shaq in his 4th season will be a 96 overall, man. Oh my goodness. Now we're gonna jump into, let's see, the All-Star break. Let's see if they're any better. Y'all, we're top 4 in the East right now. And ladies and gentlemen, that just like that, Shaquille O'Neal in his 4th season is now listed as an NBA starter for the All-Star game. We're number 3 to number 2 in the Eastern Conference. I think we got a really good shot. And so we will end season number 4. Zion will be the MVP with 27 and 9 rebounds per game. Shaquille O'Neal, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year award. Shaq Diesel with 25 points, 14 boards, and 2.5 blocks again per game. Shaquille O'Neal for the first time named All-NBA first team, and he's first All-NBA and he's first All-Defensive team as well. That will land the Magic as the 4th seed against the Charlotte Hornets. See what this looks like. They went up 2-0 and then they lost the series in 7 games. In the first round of the playoffs, Shaq's looking out the door right now. He's looking out the door. Pelicans have now won 2 titles. That's 2 championships on Shaquille O'Neal's watch by Zion Williamson. Okay, bet he'll move up to a 98 overall. I'm kind of low-key rooting he moves and leaves Orlando. You're a 98 overall in Orlando, man. You're too good to be there, son. All right, here we go. Season number 5. Let's see what we got. 2nd seed in the East. They're going on a run. Shaq in his 5th season being named a 3rd-time All-Star. Check out my boy Shaq, man. He's now a captain. So far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far it's looking good. We're number 1 in the East, so Shaquille O'Neal will be named for the very first time an MVP. He had 27 points per game, 15.5 boards, and 3.5 blocks. He's also got to be Defensive Player. Not even a second thought in my mind, bro. He's also Defensive Player of the Year for the 3rd straight season. Shaq, All-NBA first team and All-Defensive first team as well. That'll land them with the number 1 spot in the Eastern Conference, and they'll line up against none other than the Toronto Raptors. Y'all, watch them get knocked out. They almost lost. 2K's trying so hard to sell Shaquille O'Neal. If they take me to another Game 7, I'm a freak out, man. Oh my gosh, they'll move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. So now we're going up against the Detroit Pistons for the Eastern Conference Finals, and we'll move on. We got 1 series left to play. If we win this series, we're giving Shaq his first ring in his 5th season. I need to know who's coming out this round though. Memphis, about to be a dogfight. All right, let's see what we got. All right, I just jumped in here so that you guys can get the opportunity to witness Shaquille O'Neal's first of many what will be NBA champions. Shaquille O'Neal will win his first title ever in his 5th season. Oh, I thought Shaq was gonna pull up for a 3. His first title ever with the Orlando Magic. He'll bring Orlando their first ever NBA title, something that Dwight Howard was never able to do. Young Shaq early on with Penny Hardaway was never able to do. You'll see their game plan was double teaming Ja Morant. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote. Shaquille O'Neal, an NBA champion in Orlando. And Shaq Deezy will win the NBA MVP award in his first ever title. He will finish the NBA Finals with a 33 points, 13 boards, moving on to the offseason. And now the lingering question remains, will Shaquille O'Neal run it back with Orlando? All right, we're going now in season number 6. I'm telling you, man, it's about to be a down year. I feel it. I got to see, how much is Shaq averaging right now? 27 points per game, 16 and a half rebounds, and 3 blocks per game. Back to back MVP, 26, 16, and 3. Free throw shooting is still absolutely abysmal if you see right there. It's absolutely horrific still. Back to back to back to back NBA Defensive Player of the Year award. All first team NBA, all defensive first team. That'll give us the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference again, and we'll go up against none other than the team we played against in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Oh, that was a scary one. Going up against Cleveland in the next round. All right, let's see what they got. And they'll beat them in a 6-game series, and they'll face off against the Toronto Raptors. Oh my gosh, they went down 3-1 and they came back and what? It's the Pelicans versus the Magic. Game number 1 of the NBA Finals goes to the Pelicans. Game number 2 goes to the Magic. Game number 3 goes to the Pelicans. Game number 4 goes to the Pelicans. Game number 5, it's a 6-point game. I gotta watch this. It is a 6-point game, win or go home. Shaquille O'Neal off the block. Hold on. The Magic have life here. They have to get a quick score. Who is this guy shooting the basketball? Oh my gosh, he ruined the whole game. That move right there probably just cost them the NBA Finals, and on top of that, they probably cost him Shaquille O'Neal. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Oh my gosh, who is this guy? What were you shooting? Down 2 possessions. They need one. They can't get one, and the clock will wind itself out. And in the first ever NBA Finals head-to-head matchup between Shaquille O'Neal and Zion Williamson, Zion's going to take the cake. That's going to give Zion at least 3 rings. Will Shaquille O'Neal try to play catch up to Zion Williamson, and will he leave to go to a different team? But I'll be honest, there's only one thing I want to see. I want to see where Shaquille O'Neal lands this offseason. 6 full seasons with the Magic and only 1 championship ring to call for it. Shaquille O'Neal has officially entered free agency and is demanding a $44 million contract. Okay, so he doesn't end up with the Magic. So he's not with the Magic. So where did he sign? Shaquille O'Neal went to the Raptors on a $174 million deal. Who's even on the Raptors? So you got Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, Dyson Daniels, Barry Hood. Oh, Shaq just went there for the money, man. It's on a 4-year deal, which means by the time he's finishing as a Raptor, he will be 28 years old. Let's start season number 7. All right, Shaq again is named an all-star captain. He is a 5-time now NBA all-star. Hey, and peep this real quick. So Shaquille O'Neal will be a back-to-back MVP champion, MVP finalist with 28 points per game. He's actually increasing all of his stats every season still. 28 and a half, 16 boards, 3 blocks. He is a 5-time Defensive Player of the Year recipient winner. And they'll finish with the number 2 record in the Eastern Conference. All right, let's get through this first round of the playoffs, see what it looks like. And they'll move on and they'll play off against Miami. Oh my gosh, they went down 3-1 and then they came back and won 3 straight. And again, a familiar foe on both sides of the Eastern and Western Conference championships. You got New Orleans on one side and Memphis, and then, of course, you got none other than Detroit on this side. This is starting to become a rivalry. Shaquille O'Neal versus Detroit. Game number 1, they'll take. Game number 2, we'll go to Detroit. Game number 3, go to Detroit. Game number 4, go to Detroit. Game number 5. Yo, and Shaquille O'Neal, in his GOAT status, is not getting it done right now. That's not a bad season, but that's definitely a disappointment if he's trying to make a GOAT case. If Shaq's trying to make a GOAT case, he's only got 1 title to his name right now. I'm seeing Shaquille O'Neal's legacy go down the drain right now because he's chasing the bag instead of trying to get a chance to win. See what it looks like, man. Championship or bust. Oh my gosh, Shaq is not named a captain this for the first time in like 7 seasons. Okay, Shaq at least wins Defensive Player of the Year award, which as you can see, he is now, what is it? It doesn't even show me, but he's like 6-time Defensive Player of the Year award running. He's not even first team All-NBA. What happened this season? What are his stats? 22 points per game. 14 boards, everything dropped. Can Shaquille O'Neal contend for an NBA title, or will they be packing home again for a whole nother season for a championship or bust season? Shaquille O'Neal said, I need some help. And the Toronto Raptors responded by signing 37-year-old point guard veteran Kyrie Irving. But man, I tell you what, bro, he needs to turn it into fifth gear because it's not looking good for him right now. 26 points per game, 16 boards. I mean, what more do you add? 3 blocks? Like, what more do you want me from Shaquille O'Neal? I just don't know if Toronto was the right move, man. Shaquille O'Neal, for what I think is now the 7th straight season, wins Defensive Player of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal, All-NBA First Team again. All Defensive First Team Shaquille O'Neal again. And that'll make the Toronto Raptors a 6th seed in the NBA playoffs, where they'll face off against the Indiana Pacers. Question becomes, will they make it out the first round of the playoffs? I am not optimistic. See what it looks like. Pacers versus Raptors, first round. That's so whack to me, man. Shaq ain't gonna be great. Zion Williamson will win his 4th NBA title. Zion owns Shaquille O'Neal's era right now. He is absolutely owning it. This isn't even a rivalry. All right, so they re-signed Kyrie Irving to a 1-year deal, 44 mil. Shaquille O'Neal, his playmaking went up a little bit. I thought for sure he would have been developing a mid-range game or something, bro. His mid-range and three-point is still so soft to me. Let's jump on into this, and let's at least get to the All-Star break. Oh my gosh, Shaq, this is exactly what you get for chasing the bag instead of chasing wins. We're fighting for one of the worst spots in the Eastern Conference. Shaq has 27.5 points. He's averaging 28, 18 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game. And they are literally one of the bottom feeders in the Eastern Conference. Y'all, can you even be an MVP and you be in the play-in tournament? Is that even a thing? This is his 4th MVP. So his 4th MVP, he's averaging 27.5 points per game, 18 boards, 3.5 blocks on over 51% shooting. Shaquille O'Neal, what is this? This is another Defensive Player of the Year award. How many Defensive Player of the Year awards has he received? We know he's a god. We know he's a goon. He just can't win. Their team can't win. There's no way we make it out the play-in. So I don't even think we make it to the playoffs. Shaq, if you stay, I promise you, bro, I'm going to rag on you. And look, New Orleans is about to win another. Zion wins his 5th championship. He is a 5-time NBA champion on the clock of Shaquille O'Neal. All right, here's the big question. Do y'all think Shaquille O'Neal stays or do you think he goes? If he's smart, there's no way he stays with Toronto. There's no way. Zion goes to the Heat on a $232 million contract. Okay, so Zion leaves and goes to Miami. Caden leaves from Detroit and goes to New York. Where does Shaq go? Shaq has signed his life away. 5 years, almost $300 million. Y'all, Shaq is chasing the bag. He is not chasing championships right now. And I couldn't be more disappointed in Shaquille O'Neal, if I'm honest with you. Because I know Toronto ain't signed nobody good. So who you finna play with for the next however many years? So you lose Kyrie Irving, you bring back Scotty Barnes, some guy named Nick Bosch. Who the heck is Nick Bosch? He got 1 championship ring, and he said, I'm good. I'm done. Y'all, this is about to be bad. There we go with all the losing. That's what I was waiting on. Xavier Booker. I don't need, guys, it's getting to a point where I don't even recognize who these players are anymore. Xavier Booker, MVP, 28 points a game on New York. That's the same team Kate Cunningham's on, by the way, too. Shaquille O'Neal, Defensive Player of the Year. Shaq wrote the rest of his career. He chalked his career right here. He's not even All-NBA First Team anymore. He's All-NBA Second Team. Shaq, somebody is out hustling you, dog. All right, so the Toronto Raptors face off against the Boston Celtics. Who's on Boston's team, man? Yo, Boston it's the number 2 ranked team in the East. They got De'Aaron Fox at a 90 overall, Jalen Brown at an 86, Jason Tatum at a 93. I don't even know who Milos Vogrinic is. He's a 94 overall. Who the heck is this guy? See what it looks like. Game number 1, Boston. 2, Boston. 3, Boston. 4, Shaquille O'Neal asked for this when he signed up for a 5-year, $300 million contract. 76ers win the title. They got to sign a fantastic free agent in order to be a contender. It's the same people every season. Let's see what we got, man. All right, after the Toronto Raptors have agreed, Shaquille O'Neal's made it apparently very obvious he doesn't want to play on their team anymore. We're going to get him to the Pacers, where he's going to be teamed up with hopefully somebody that's going to be his future Kobe being Bryant. We split in every game now. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. Scoot Henderson will win. What a name, bro. Scoot Henderson will win the Most Valuable Player of the Year award. Shaquille O'Neal wins Defensive Player of the Year award, 24 points per game, 13 boards, 2.5 blocks on his new team. Look at Shaq on that Pacers uniform. Shaq is not All-NBA first team. Interesting. He's not even All-NBA second team. He's not even All-NBA third. He is officially at the phase in his life where he is getting passed up by the younger cats. But he is first All-Defensive. So shouts out to Shaquille O'Neal. He is perennially an All-Defensive first team representative. I would be lying to you if I were to tell you that I'm confident we can make a run with this team. Detroit's going to be in here. Let's see. We're playing against Washington. Who's even on Washington? Paolo Banchero, Kristaps Porzingis. How old is Kristaps? 37? 86 overall. He's doing good for a 37-year-old. And JD, we could beat them, bro. We could beat them. Let's see what this looks like. Washington game 1. Washington game 2. Wow, we won it. Guys, what happens if we come back from an 0-3 deficit? This would be the greatest comeback in all of basketball playoff history. Wow, they got beat on a game winner. That's wild. And they'll get knocked out, and the Trailblazers would win it. Keel, you might need to retire, Brody, because this ain't looking good, my boy. The Pacers have to pick up one more piece that could be a legitimate threat, and they will be an average team again. It's just him and Shaq again, bro. All right, season 13. Let's see what they got, man. 13 seasons and 1 title, Brody. I would be disappointed if I was Shaquille O'Neal. Right now, number 1 in the East. Let's see what they got. Hey, shouts out to Vanilla Kobe Bryant, who carried the squad with 35 points a game. He carried the team, bro. Oh, my gosh. Shaquille O'Neal, again, Defensive Player of the Year. How many times has he won that award? It's got to be at least 9 times. Yep, Shaq is now All-NBA first team with Mike Powell. Shaq is All-Defensive first team again with Mike Powell. 25 points per game, 13 boards. On 57% shooting, that's not bad at all. All right, they will end with the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's see who their matchup's going to be out of the play-in tournament. They'll go up against the Chicago Bulls. Who's even on the Bulls right now? Jalen Suggs. This is one of Shaq's former teammates on the Orlando Magic. Hey, but I'll tell you what, bro. This Pacers team, they came to play. Number 1 in the league, number 1 in the conference. Round number 1 goes to Indiana. Round number 2 goes to Chicago. Round number 3 to Indiana. Round number 4 to Chicago. Game number 5 to Indiana. Game number 6. And Indiana will move on. All right, so they'll move on. They'll play against... We are finally going to get a chance to see the rivalry again between Shaquille O'Neal and none other than Zion Williamson. Zion with 5 championship rings in the window of Shaquille O'Neal. Let's see what we got. Game number 1 goes to Indiana. We're going to simulate game number 2. Goes to Indiana, game number 3. Goes to Miami, game number 4. Goes to Miami, game number 5. Goes to Indiana, game number 6. Close them out in 6 for me, please. Goes to Indiana. They'll move on to the next round, baby. Let's go. So Indiana will now face off against the Atlanta Hawks. Who's on this Hawks team? Ooh, Lonzo Ball, Albert Jeffries. Why does 2K, when you allow random, like, auto-generated for rookies, they put all these white dudes with, like, these hardcore prison tattoos? Like, why? Why? All right, so they'll go up against the Hawks, the number 3 seeded team. See what we got. We got game number 1, Indiana, Atlanta. Y'all, if Atlanta comes back from a 3-0 deficit, I'm about to say, y'all better close this thing out, bro. Stop playing with me, man. All right, so that'll leave us with an NBA Finals between the Dallas Mavericks and the Indiana Pacers. Oh, yo, this is going to be the matchup between Shaq and Scoot. We have not seen these guys clash against each other in the NBA playoffs yet. So Scoot's a 98 overall. It's going to be him versus Vanilla Kobe. Evan Mobley's on the Dallas Mavericks team as well. So against the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals, let's see what we got going here, man. We're going to go with game number 1. We'll go to Dallas. Game number 2, we'll go to Indiana. Indiana's going to fight to stay in this matchup. It'll go to Dallas. It'll go back to Indiana. All right, game number 5, go to Indiana. Game number 6, let's see if Indiana could close this out. Nah, they're not going to win it. Guys, we're going into a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Oh, my gosh. Game 7, Dallas, Indiana, going at it right here. Who's going to win this matchup? Shaq, I need you to knuckle up and play a good game right here. And Shaquille O'Neal will win his 2nd NBA championship as the Pacers take Game 7, and they will be crowned your newest NBA champion, dog. Come on, Shaq Diesel. That's 2 on the hardware, man. Hey, shout out to Vanilla Kobe. All right, now this might be a ding in his GOAT conversation right here because Vanilla Kobe won the NBA MVP award, which is going to be 30 points per game, 11 assists, and also 6.5 rebounds. Because Shaq ended up teaming up with Mike. This is something that may or may not be a knock in his GOAT conversation case. Where did Vanilla Kobe go? No. Y'all, he left and went to Atlanta. He took the title and he ran, bro. Yo, I'm shook. Guys, this will kick off season 15 where Shaquille O'Neal with 2 championship rings. Let's see if he can continue making that trend to see if he can get another hardware, but be the best player definitively on his team. We are the #1 team in the league. And Shaquille O'Neal, this is his 5th MVP with 25 points per game, 14 boards, and 3 blocks on 50% shooting. Shaq also wins another defensive player. Y'all, Shaq is winning every defensive player of the year. Shaq and Lonzo both make all NBA first team and all defensive first team together. And that little punk Mike Powell is sitting right there on that too. I hope we play against y'all, man. Atlanta didn't even make the playoffs. You left us for some bums, bro. We got Philly round 1. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Simulate through the game. Oh my gosh. First game goes to Philly. All right, let's go. Game number 2, Indiana. Game 3, Indiana. Game 4, Indiana. Game 5, Indiana. Who's on to round number 2? Now we're in the Eastern Conference. Oh, guys, this was the team that I told you I was scared of to play. It's the New York Knicks. And guess who they have? They have a 99 overall Cade Cunningham and a 96 overall former MVP Xavier Booker. We are going now into the Eastern Conference semifinals between Indiana and New York. Let's see what this looks like in game number 1, which will go to Indiana. Game number 2 to Indiana. Game number 3 to Indiana. Game number 4 to New York. Game number 5, Indiana moves on and they'll play against Boston. Gentlemen sweep all the way across the board so far. They go up against Boston, who has Ja Morant and a guy named Milos Vugrinic. All right, here we go. Indiana in the Eastern Conference Finals against Boston. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, winner's going to be set up so well because they're playing either the 4 seed or the 6 seed in Houston or Portland. I think the winner of the East wins the title. I think whoever wins this series is going to win the championship. Game number 1 goes to Indiana. Game number 2 goes to Boston. Game number 3 goes to Indiana. Game number 4 goes to Indiana. Game number 5 goes to Indiana. They have gentlemen swept the entire Eastern Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eastern Conference championship winner goes to none other than the Indiana Pacers. Who do they face, though, coming out the West? They will face none other than the Houston Rockets. Let's see what we got. Rockets got Darius Garland, Gregory Jackson, Jack Little. Oh, bro, we should smack this team up and down the floor. See what it looks like. Game number 1 goes to Indiana. Game number 2, Indiana. Game number 3, it's over, bro. Game number 4, Indiana are your newest NBA champions, man. 3 rings. And here's the icing on the cake. Will Shaquille O'Neal win NBA MVP for the finals? He does. He is the undisputed best player on this Pacers championship team. They gentlemen swept the entire NBA playoffs. What a season, man. Shaq with 26 points per game, 13 and a half boards, and 3 blocks. Shaquille O'Neal will earn his 3rd. Yeah, you heard it here first. 3rd NBA champion. The best move he made in his career so far is is demanding the trade out of Toronto and getting to Indiana. So Shaquille O'Neal is actually going on the downward trend at 33 years old. So you got Lonzo that's coming back, Brandon that's coming back, Okoro that's coming back as well. We're keeping everybody. We're bringing everyone back. And they said, let's run it back one more time. Can we three-peat? Let's see what they got. Season 16. They are playing at such an elite level right now. It's actually kind of wild to me. They invested all in on veterans. Shaquille O'Neal will win his 6th most valuable player award. Shaquille O'Neal at the age of 34 years old, man. 3-time champion, 6-time MVP, and he's also won another Defensive Player of the Year. I need to know how many Defensive Player of the Year awards he has because I'm pretty sure it's northward of about 12 Defensive Player of the Year awards. He's also another All-NBA first team. Another all-defensive first team. Shaq is absolutely killing it, man. That'll give the Pacers the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they'll face off against the Washington Wizards. Pacers just go through and sweep them. They'll go with Miami in the next round. Who do they have? Miami's got Zion, but Zion is on a major downward tick. He's on an 88 overall. All right, so Indiana will face off against the Pacers. It's going to be Shaq versus Zion Williamson. Let's see what this looks like. Indiana will win game 1, Miami game 2, Indiana game 3. I think Indiana's a team to beat. They're going to gentleman sweep them. Yep, that's exactly what happened. And they'll face off against Boston after Boston takes out New York. This is revenge of the Eastern Conference Finals again against Ja Morant. I think we could be able to take them out, man. Game number 1, Indiana. We were up 3-1, and Boston's trying to make a comeback and trying to spoil Shaq's three-peat. We got to jump in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Winner go. Oh my gosh, Ja Morant just stole that man's cookies and just emphatically slams that on the other side. Tied ball game inside of 2 minutes left to go in this game. Lonzo Ball trying to get the ball down to Shaquille O'Neal, the big diesel. 3-time NBA champion Shaq. He'll miss. Oh my gosh. Shaq with his 21st points of the game. Ja Morant's man at the rim. Shaquille O'Neal is holding the paint down. Lonzo Ball off the strip. And they'll get that to go. Tie the ball game right back up. Pacers trying to see if they can run away with this. Go right back to Shaq Diesel. Pick and roll game. Lonzo with the 3. He'll go ahead and green that one. Actually doesn't green it, but he'll make that one. Lonzo will make that 3. 3-point ball game. Ja Morant trying to work on Lonzo. Ja not getting any space. Lonzo with the fantastic perimeter defense. Off the double team, up to Sims. Sims will miss that. Rebound by Kelly. Ball up the floor over to Ingram. He gets it to Shaq. Get out the way. Shaq, pass that out. Oh, we'll take the reach-in foul. Okay. All right, see what we got here. That means Shaquille O'Neal will go to the free throw line. I don't think we've witnessed Shaquille O'Neal shoot a free throw yet. Shaquille O'Neal will make the first free throw. Okay. So apparently Shaq has been working on his free throw game. He'll nail 2 at the line and push the lead up now to a 5-point game. This is it for Boston. This is it for Boston. You're not getting that on Shaq, bro. Pass it. Shaquille O'Neal just switched on the point guard. Good board. Shaquille O'Neal with the rebound, and they're going to intentionally foul, and I think that's pretty much going to be the game right there. They're going to go ahead and advance to the NBA Finals where they'll face off against Dallas. Who's on Dallas? Oh my gosh, it's a rematch against Scoot Henderson and Evan Mobley. It all comes down to this. Can Shaquille O'Neal win his 4th piece of hardware against the Dallas Mavericks and Scoot Henderson? Game number 1 goes to Indiana. Game number 2 to Dallas. Game 3 to Indiana. Game 4 to Indiana. Game 5, the Indiana Pacers. Shaquille O'Neal will win his 4th NBA championship game and be crowned NBA Finals MVP at 26, 15, 6 assists, and 4.5 blocks per game. He not only three-peats, but he also wins his 4th NBA title, 3rd Finals MVP. Shaquille O'Neal making it happen, man. Guys, and just like that, Lonzo Ball retires. Brandon Ingram retires. The 2 of them will retire. That's going to leave a huge hole for Indiana. All right, Indiana, here's the question. Will you continue capitalizing on Shaquille O'Neal's window, or will you sell the bag and will you not find somebody to pair him up with? Why do they love Scotty Barnes? Why is Scotty Barnes always on the team whenever Shaquille O'Neal? Like, I don't like Scotty Barnes like that, man. This is not a championship contending team. This is about to be a bad season. He's got 3 more years in this contract, man. Season 17 underway. I'm not very optimistic about how the season's going to go either. We're barely making the play-in tournament. I don't even think we make the play-in. Heavy is the crown on the head of Shaquille O'Neal. As some guy named Milos Vugrinek wins the MVP award. Shaq wins another Defensive Player of the Year, 26 points per game, 13 boards, 3.5 to 4 blocks per game. Shaq will also be on the all-defensive first team and all-NBA first team. We made the 6th seed? Interesting. We're playing against the Orlando Magic. Who's on the Magic? Albert Jeffries. Orlando versus Indiana. Let's see what we got. We made it past them. Oh my gosh. We're in the 2nd round against the New York Knicks. Okay, who they got? They got Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's still playing, 39 years old. Oh, we're going up against the reigning MVP. See what we got. And in a tough 7-game series, the New York Knicks will knock them out of the playoffs. The Pacers will fall, and the Knicks, I think the Knicks will win the title. And the Wizards win? Look at this, bro. Paolo Banchero. I think this is actually his first title too. I just need to know I just need to know who else they're going to sign. We literally picked up nobody. Well, I think Shaq is actually getting to a point in his career where he may be retiring soon. They are the worst team in the NBA right now. Shaq, go get another ring, bro. Go to a different team. Stop playing with these scrubs. People used to fear the name of Indiana. Now, it's a joke. And lo and behold, Shaquille O'Neal, in his 17th season, wins another NBA MVP award. And what will he end with? He's got 7 MVPs, man. Y'all, he's making a very strong case of being the greatest player of all time right now. And another Defensive Player of the Year award. Goodness gracious. He's got 4 championships, 7 MVPs. He's a 15 NBA All-Star, 15-time All-Star. And that'll be the Houston Rockets that'll win the NBA championship, where we'll see if the Pacers can make the moves they need to. See who's retiring. Shaq's still he's going to run it back one more year. Zion Williamson will retire. How many rings does Zion have? Zion has 5 rings to Shaq's 4. We still refuse to get anybody, man. Oh, Shaq, they're wasting your last few years in Indiana. You're only playing with them because you want to make sure you're loyal to them. So now Shaq is taking a decline. Shaq is now at 92 overall, and he's starting to finally get a little bit of wear and tear in his body. He's not the same Shaquille O'Neal. They're about to get absolutely dog walked this season, man. Well, at least I know this much. Shaq is going to be a free agent this offseason. Here's the question, though. With the hardware he currently has, do you think he is already the undisputed, greatest player of all time? There goes that kid again, straight out of New York, man. Back-to-back MVP award. Shaq with another Defensive Player of the Year award. Shaq All-NBA First Team and All-Defensive First Team too. And it doesn't matter because they're nowhere to be found because the Pacers are garbage. Rockets back-to-back champions, man. Scoot Henderson coming through with another one. That's clutch, man. All right, here's the question. Are you staying or are you going, Shaq? He left. Where did you go, Shaq? He signed his soul away to the devil. Oh my gosh. Shaq went to New York. The same New York team that just went to the NBA champ. Wow, he signed his soul to the devil, bro, and he went to New York. That means he teamed up with the back-to-back MVP winner. Shaq says, screw y'all, I'm getting my ring, man. We're in his 20th season. They've beaten all the bad teams, but they're not beating any decent teams right now. Right now, they're barely contending for a play-in tournament spot. They don't even make the playoffs. Some guy named Dion Hardaway wins the MVP award. How does Shaq keep winning the Defensive Player of the Year award? I swear, bro, he's been winning this award since his 3rd year in the league. Still first team All-NBA, still all defensive first team, and the Rockets win back to back to back. They have now officially three-peated. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our Shaquille O'Neal career resimulation challenge. That's a GG's. Shaquille O'Neal will retire in a New York Knicks jersey. And these are some, not all, but some of his accolades. He has won 7 NBA MVP awards. He's a 4-time NBA champion, 3-time finals MVP. He's a 17-time NBA All-Star. He is a 16 All-NBA team representative and a 16 All-Defensive NBA representative. He is a 16-time Defensive Player of the Year award recipient. Here is my question for you guys who are watching the video. By these stats alone, does this make Shaquille O'Neal undisputed greatest player to ever play the game of basketball with what you see right here? Let me know in the comments below. I love your thoughts, your questions, your comments, your concerns. And hey, let me know if you got a suggestion of another player we should do a career resimulation of. Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you wouldn't mind, smack that like button on the video. We're trying to see if we can break 100 on this one, man. And if you're new, drop a sub and let us know where you're from, who's your squad. You know, we got to show love to our Noti gang, so we'll definitely do that for everybody that types Noti gang in the chat down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I'll see you guys on the next video. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace.